I'm a firm believer in one thing that most of the people suffer in life not because they failed in getting what they wanted, but because they succeeded in getting what they wanted. In my opinion, one of the reasons for this kind of self imposed suffering is that sometimes people are not aware of the devil they wish to have in their life. This devil can be in the form of a career, goal, profession, or the person that people want in their life. Or sometimes people do not know either their wish or the thing that they want in their life is a devil or an angel. But for sure, once people have their devil or angel, they negotiate with it and make it part of their life. Sometimes these devils or angels are necessary too. For example, many people do jobs that they don't like, but these jobs are essential for their families, kids, or the bills that they have to pay, and they have to negotiate with it until they don't find a better goal. Let's take another example of my anonymous uncle who married the love of his life. She's the girl he met during his graduation, and not only their birth date but even the time of their birth was also the same. So when he told his family, they got super excited. Eventually, after a year or two of their relationship, they decided to get married. Now, in this case, I suppose both of them were unaware of the devils they will marry. After a year, they had their firstborn, and the wife did not allow my uncle's parent to touch her child, not even in front of her. They had great fights. Maybe they're still fighting to this day. As when my uncle talked about having a divorce, then the wife said she will report to the police if you will try to have a divorce with her, and she will tell them that he abuses her. And now their child is perhaps around 10 and still he is not allowed to meet his grandparents. So they did not suffer because they did not get married but got married. But it does not mean that all people suffer. But most of the time, the most brutal suffering that people face is not in pursuit but after attaining the goal. I think I can give you tons of examples where people knowingly or unknowingly fought for the poison believing they were fighting for the elixir. But I started questioning this philosophy because many people don't get what they want no matter how hard they try. Sickness strikes people without the fault of their own. How about the birthplace, which they did not choose? The majority of this world knows the meaning of words like freedom, liberty, oppression. What about those people who were born in North Korea where these words don't exist? What about the people who were born in the tribe who lives on North Sentinel Island? And if you don't know, it is an island in India where a tribe lives and no one can visit it as it is not allowed by the government. How can that person have a dream of becoming a software developer? Then I came across an exciting type of study which we call palmistry. The people who knows this study, they can read the palm of other people and can tell their future. Now, do I believe in it? No, of course not. But what if I tell you that I have already tried and most of its prediction is turning out to be true? So I believe that we all have limitation in our life. Let's go back to the example of that person who lives in the tribe of North Sentinel Island. In his life, he too has choices. But the limitation of those choices is what makes him the slave of his fate. And the power that he has in choosing one of the choice that life provides him is what makes him the master of his fate. So let me elaborate. Sure, this individual cannot become a psychologist or a software developer as this limitation makes him the slave of his fate. But the choice which he will have in his tribe, let's say maybe his life will give him a choice between becoming the king by killing his brother or staying as an advisor to his brother will make him the master of his fate. So, in the end, for me, we are both the masters and slave of our fate. So if this question comes to your mind, do tell yourself maybe not everything is under your control, but yet there is something that is. So try to control that something in your life. Maybe that something will become something that could impact your life in some different way.